Hello, good morning everybody. How are you today? I hope you had a nice weekend. We're back on track with our English videos, and today we'll be talking about different European languages. So the language families we can find in Europe. There are three main groups, three main language families, but you can also find some others. So let's see, because as we know, Europe is a very tiny place comparing to the world, but inside of it you can find so many countries, languages and cultures that are very similar, but at the same time they are very particular and different, and of course special. So let's discover what are the different European languages. Okay, in first place we can find Latin languages, or Roman languages, or Romance as you may call it, and those languages are Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, French, and, as surprising as it may sound, Romanian. These languages are called Latin because they come all the way back from the Roman Empire, and they were born basically from Vulgar Latin, which was the basic Latin language that was spoken on the streets of the Roman Empire. Of course, because each one of these countries has been invaded by different empires, has been part of different countries and empires during history, they are now influenced by other languages, and they are quite different from each other. They are very particular. For example, Spanish and Italian are very similar, but Spanish has got some Arabic influence, which Italian doesn't, or which French doesn't. In the same way, French has got many influences from Nordic languages that we'll see in a bit, like German or English, and Romanian, which is surrounded, as we will see, by Slavic languages, has a lot of influence from Russian or Turkish or Hungarian. But all of them are very similar, and people from these countries can understand each other very easily, and they can find very, very similar words, jokes, expressions, etc. Then we can find Anglo-Saxon or Nordic languages in green. They are German, Dutch, Danish, Swedish, Norwegian, Icelandic, English, and some other languages. For example, in Belgium right here, they do have, because they border Latin countries such as France, they do speak Belgian language, and then Flemish, which is very, very influenced by France. So you can see it's not a fixed thing. Some countries border different language families, and they are influenced from them. And then the third major language family in blue is Slavic languages. The main one is Russian. Then you can find different variations of these languages, such as Ukrainian. Then you have Polish here, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. They all speak Slavic languages. Countries such as Finland, which are in the middle between Russia and Sweden, their language is a mix of a Nordic language and a Slavic language. Again, Czech Republic over here, all the southeast of Europe, Bulgaria, Serbia, Croatia, they all have Slavic languages. It's very interesting how Romania kept its mostly Latin vocabulary during these centuries, even though they are very, very influenced, as you may notice, by Slavic neighbors, traditions and culture. But yeah, all this bit, the Slavic languages, Bulgarian here as well. Okay, but there are three exceptions though, well, perhaps four, in orange. And they are not Slavic, they're not Anglo-Saxon, and they're not Latin languages, even though they are very, very influenced by them. These are Hungary, which is an Uralic Turkic language. So coming from ancient Asian languages. Turkish as well, influenced by Arabic and Asian languages. And Greek, which is a language of its very own. It's a very particular and unique language, possibly and most certainly coming from ancient Greek. Last one is Albania. Albania is a small country surrounded by Slavic nations like Serbia, Croatia, Montenegro, and Greece. So they look very similar. The language is very similar to Latin languages, a bit of Italian, a bit of Greek influence, a bit of Turkish because they're a Muslim country, but it cannot be classified as a Slavic language, even though it's such a salad, it's such a mixture of words, vocabulary, expressions, but it would also classify as a different languages: Turkic, Greek, Uralic. So that was all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This is our continent, a very beautiful and diverse place. Language-wise, it's absolutely incredible. I think there's no such place on earth where you can find so many different but also intertwined, connected and similar languages within such a tiny space. I will drop you some documents on the Google Drive as usual, and see you very, very soon with new videos and activities. Take care, bye bye.